Uneternal Enigma. Take it away.
Hello. Hello. This game does not want me to stay on the menu. It keeps wanting to show the video, but so we're gonna try to wrangle that. Hello, I am an Eternal Enigma. You are normally used to hearing my voice over there at the desk, but that is Rhilever at the desk, and you've got me here for the first time in 5.5 years doing the same thing that I did 5.5 years ago. Silent Hill for the room. It is wonderful, wonderful to be here yet again. Isn't it wonderful to be back here in person? I could not agree more. We are switching some things up, and if there's anybody that's good at switching things up on the fly, I think we're all good at that. So we're gonna go ahead and do Silent Hill 4 because we wanna see Five Nights at Freddy be completed, so we are here. And it's not just me. I have a very esteemed couch behind me, and I would like to let them introduce themselves right now, if they would, please.
I guess I'll start.
Yes, you will.
I'm Casey Frew. I just retired.
And he's back, and he's back already.
Short-lived retirement, man can't quit.
Unbelievable.
Encore.
Back here. Unbelievable.
Encore.
So I know I just ran Grand Theft Auto, but I do have horror game credentials that I think can be verified by especially Maxie here. As last time we were in person, I asked you, what horror game do you think is the most underrated right now? You said Fear 1, am I right?
Yep.
Guess what I did? I took the Fear 1 world record, baby. That was me. And you got it back, I believe, and then I don't know what happened since then. But, so I've got my credentials. I'm welcome to be here, and I'm very happy to be here. Retired, but sort of not, I guess.
All right.
That lasted very long.
I had to drag him back one more time. He can't tell me no, all right?
We're definitely celebrating his retirement, I'll tell you that much.
Thank you, thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
And next on our couch.
I am ecdycis. You may be aware of me from, I guess, anything general horror. I've actually had an Eternal Enigma on my own GD Hoppick show, Speedruns in the Crypt. And we're definitely gonna see how the twin victim hallway goes. I'll just say that much.
That's right. I've been on his GDQ show, and I died in this game. It was wonderful.
I like Silent Hill for the room. I think it's cool.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, anyway, that's who I am. I do a lot of horror games. So.
And last but not least.
Hello, I'm maxylobes. You've probably seen me plenty of times here at GDQ. And the last time that I was able to couch for Enigma was this exact same run back in 2017, and I'm super, super happy to see him back on the stage doing it.
And I am super happy that you're back with me. Thank you very much for joining me. I want to thank everybody out there for watching. I want to thank everybody in here for being here because the room was a little sparse the last time we did this. So it's nice to have some people behind me. So thank you all very much. So you've been here by all means. By all means. Now, you've been here a lot. It'll never be enough. It'll never be enough for any of you. But we've had somebody here for the first time, my lovely host, Rhilever, and for her first job, she gets to tell me what blood color won our bid war. So Rhilever, if you will.
It is going to be green.
Green, okay. Woohoo. All right.
It's a high-C ecto-cooler.
I hear it is a creative color.
Like
creative color.
Yeah.
Can we name anything with green blood?
No.
Like in real life? No?
No.
All right.
I don't think so. They made a green ketchup once, and it was horrid.
The green ketchup, they had the purple ketchup too.
They did. And
you should get some purple ketchup.
But I
It'd
don't
be
like
great with your brand.
But I don't like ketchup.
Well, we
you
voted on
don't like
green.
ketchup. You know what? That's totally fair. I don't like ketchup either.
Thank you.
Kid's
That's the real reason we became friends.
Yeah, it's a kid's condiment. We
Hatred.
bonded over ketchup.
Hatred for ketchup. All right. So this is Silent Hill 4. This game is quite a ride, so get ready, and hopefully nothing kind of wild happens. It'll be funny for you if it happens, but it'll be kind of wild for me. All right, so we got a blood color that is green, and just because I love double checking things, we're gonna go back and check it and make sure it's safe.
I like the box art for this game.
Yes.
I saw it when I was a kid in Walmart, and I was like, Mommy, I want that one, but she bought me GTA, and that changed my life forever.
And that is the course.
And now you're retired.
That was
And now I'm done. Thanks, Mom. You
He's
gave
over.
me my first real job.
Betty Ann, you're wonderful. Thank you for
I know.
thank you for giving him to the world. Thank
Absolutely. Thank you.
you. Shout outs from Mama Frew, yes.
She's a big fan.
Big fan. All right. So here we go. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Everybody ready out there? I don't know if I can convince them to let me run this again. So we're gonna rock this one. All right. So one thing I'd like to address real quick. I decided to go back. I decided to watch the run from GDQ in HGQ 2017, and I want everybody to take a look right here. I'm looking right at you. All right. I'm not the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. I'm not going to tell you to reach your hand out and put it on mine. But I went back and looked at the chat, and I saw a familiar refrain in the chat that I'd like to address right now. So we're going to get it all out of the way, all right? When that run started, I saw a whole bunch of people in the chat say, easy mode, lol, easy mode, lol, easy mode, easy mode. Let's all get it out of our systems. This is any percent. We're going to play on easy mode, all right? We're beating the game as quick as possible. You're all okay with easy mode, right?
Dude. You gotta do what you gotta do to go fast.
So chat from 5.5 years ago, you just gotta deal with it. So time's gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that guy's excited. All right, so Silent Hill 4, first person.
Is this the room?
This is the room. Okay. It's very dirty. Somebody did not clean it.
I don't know anything about this game.
That is a great sign for things to come.
Well, there's a room.
Well, there's a room, and you know, when I watch this stream, it's late at night, and when it's late at night, I've usually had a few. So like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just there to post hearts in this chat because I love Mr. Enigma.
And you do it so well.
Thank you
it's a consistent feeling.
It really is. And the feeling is mutual with all three of you. And thank you very much for joining me. This is one of the nights of my life, for sure.
What's the deal with the chocolate milk?
We'll talk about that later. Don't get ahead of me.
Get ahead?
Don't get ahead of me, young man.
I'm excited.
I know you are. You know, I got a chocolate milk emote. You might be seeing it in the chat here in just a few moments. But getting back to the run here, we're first person. This was the first game in the series that had first person elements. It's not completely first person. So we're going to go back to our familiar third person here in just a moment, but they switched it up a little bit. Silent Hill 4 is a very unique game in this series. So we're going to go in here, and I'm going to show you a little trick, a little speedrunning trick here. You ready? So let's see, we're going to do this and flick. Oh, look how professional I am. My goodness. All right, so we're going to go into this hole here with the light that is guiding us. So there is a little bit of a strategy here. The last time I did this, I think I disregarded it and said, oh, there's not really much going on here, but people that are smarter than me on this game, such as world record holder Matt Gale, figured out that if you tapped W in a specific interval, you can go through this hole a lot quicker. So if you wait until just before he slows down, you can tap W again and go just a little bit faster, and it saves a little bit of time. So that part of the game, this game is very optimized by people who are a lot better at it than I am, although I am 8th place on the board, so I can't denigrate myself too much. So the controls here are back to our regular third person. You're gonna see I'm gonna do this with the camera a good bit. I'm tapping J and L on the keyboard to steer the camera. Henry will be steered a good bit of time. You can't do it in every area, but it's gonna help me, like right there where he zigs and zags, because the PC version of Silent Hill 4 is a very strange port. Even the GOG version which we are playing cannot fix the 8-way movement. Even if you play this with a controller, you're not going to get the full analog movement. It's up, down, left, right, up, left, and things of that nature. So we have to kind of work within the system. So immediately we're back here, first person. We got to move this cabinet, you know, standard video game stuff. Move the cabinet, get a gun, look through a peephole, you know how it goes.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning that, like, when Enigma says, you know, he's using the camera a lot, essentially in earlier titles like 1, 2, and 3, you wouldn't have to do that. But Silent Hill 4, as he said, takes a few, you know, makes a few changes to like the formula, and one of them is movement. You don't have tank controls. You don't even have the option for tank controls. So this is all, you know, directional controls. Yep. I suppose is what they would call it.
It's awkward.
It is, yeah, no, it's hard. So
and it's different from the console version. If you play the PS2 version or the Xbox version of Silent Hill 4, you're going to notice Henry is a lot easier to control than this version. And I do want to say that the GOG port is a wonderful version of this game. I highly recommend that you get it if you're interested. There was our first instance of Green Blood. Yeah. And thank you for all the bids on that, by the way, everybody who did bid on that. Appreciate that very much. But yeah, this port is great. I recommend it. It is not like the Homecoming port on Steam.
Oh, no.
Stay away from that one if you can.
Hey, that was my second ever speed run.
And you are such a blessing to this community for doing that, may I just say, because that is an interesting version. I think Punchy, another speedrunning luminary, said it best. It should be illegal to sell the Homecoming version on Steam or the Steam version of Homecoming.
Illegal?
It should be illegal.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
crashes every moment it can. It's terrible.
Oh, it should be
Yeah, it's one of the lowest settings, the smallest window, and it's like, then it might crash. Getting runs of that was just painful.
Awesome.
All right, I do want to jump in here and say, boom, there's Cynthia. Now, we make a lot to do about Eileen and the escort missions in this game, and you may see Cynthia pop up right here, and you may say, oh, wait, the escort missions are starting early. Not so. Cynthia's a little bit different from Eileen. No matter how far away you get from Cynthia, no matter how far away you get from Cynthia, Cynthia will be in the next room no matter how far away you are. So that's really good, and you may think, okay, well, it's not so bad. Well, just wait till we get halfway through the game. But right now we have a escort Cynthia, which is quite easy to handle. So right now we're just going through the subway.
How do we feel about these camera angles?
I've been playing this game since the day it came out in 2004, and I still don't know how I feel about them.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of deal with them, much like everything in life. I just kind of deal with it, but it could be better.
It's one thing to be top down. It's another thing to be like over that. I'm noticing that already.
Yep. So we've already
that.
we've already gotten rid of Cynthia, so we don't need that anymore. So we're gonna go up here. So we're gonna do this area to get us ready for the second part of this game. So we're gonna go ahead and unlock that door, but we're not gonna go through it. But we are gonna go through it in the second part of the game, which hopefully I don't mess up like I did when we were at PAX East, because I was very sleep deprived, and I'm not sleep deprived today. All right. So this is going to be a part here. If you've ever played this casually, and shout outs to my friend Runeby, who just did this, God bless her, on her stream. She played this game casually for the first time. This is a part of the game that even on easy mode, we make a lot to do about easy mode, but this game is punishing even on easy mode. We're gonna go up the escalator. Now, I'm gonna walk you through this. This enemy right here, this one, no matter what it does, will never hit you. However, there's gonna be 3 single ones that pop up here, and you wanna watch if they're gonna swing for their right hand or their left hand. Oh, thank you very much. All right, so now we're gonna go through the second area. There are gonna be pairs of 2, 3 pairs of 2. If they swing with their right hand, that's good. If they swing with their left hand, you need to watch out because the animations are not very good, let's say. And you may think the animation is over, but it's not. And that was a wonderful escalator.
That was pretty good.
Awesome.
That was very good.
Let's see how the game evens that out for me later. All right. So we're already done with Subway 1. We'll get the placard, which will indicate that we're done. And we're going to mosey on over to Forest World 1. And let's see. Hurry up and get that donation from Rhilever, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. I have a $5 donation here from Saint Drevi, who says, finally decided to donate for the first time. Rhilever, you're cool. Enigmas, cool. Horror games are cool. Doctors Without Borders is cool. Couch is cool. Crowd is cool. Also, boo! Thank you very much, Saint Drevi. I also, oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. I want to hear one more.
You want to hear one more?
I
Okay,
do.
well, let me give you a big one.
Hit me with it.
JT Music with $5,000.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Someone sing it. Can't wait to meet you. So join the animatronic family. So I assume that one is going to the bonus game.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Incredible. Thank you. So we're going through Forest 2. This guy right here, we just walked by, he's going to want a special drink in just a moment, a specific flavor, specific beverage that we may have to get him. KZ mentioned it earlier. Now, what I want to try, it didn't happen. Sometimes the dogs are fickle right there, and we can get them to push me towards the door once their attack animation ends. It did not happen, unfortunately, there. It's just, this is a game of randomness. You don't really know how the enemies are going to behave. You may have seen bird-like figures were attacking me. We're going to go ahead and focus on that. Chocolate milk in the menu. We did take it for a reason. This game, chocolate milk, is very, very crucial to completing, as we mentioned. That is not something that has changed in 5.5 years. You need that drink for Jasper. We're going to come up to it in a moment. But those birds, I wanted to mention those real quick. You may have seen me just take the hits. There is no real viable way to get by those birds. You just kind of have to take the hit, and it is a 1 second time loss for every hit. But you'll take more time if you try to avoid them or try to dodge them. So it's better just to deal with your fate, which is pretty much the theme of this speed run, just kind of deal with your fate. So we're gonna go back here. One of the most iconic parts of Silent Hill 4 incoming. I'm so glad. If you remember the end of AGDQ 2017, the Silent Hill 4 run, we had a chocolate milk celebration, and Jasper is gonna have this celebration with us. We cannot continue until this man gets his chocolate milk. He is gonna stand there forever drinking that chocolate milk. He's not even gonna put it next to his mouth.
That's how I do it.
That's how KZ Fruit drinks everything.
Right there.
All right.
Yeah.
It's part of retirement.
Baby.
He is that's just how it's done, and we just got to deal with it. It is their world, and we're living in it. All right, so we're gonna go here. This is a part of the game that is. So, let me kind of go into a Silent Hill philosophy here while that enemy yells at me. Silent Hill 4 is a game that really didn't have a lot of puzzles. If anybody played Silent Hill 3, you know the Shakespeare puzzle. You know all the hard mode puzzles that game can throw at you. And this game is very, very different. It does not have puzzles. In fact, it hits you over the head with some things. So we just picked up a key. We're not gonna look at it. You may be able to catch it on the inventory here, but it says the holder of this key will wander for eternity. So if you keep that key, you're just gonna keep going forward in the same room, and it's going to get foggy, it's gonna stay foggy, so you have to go back to your room, put the key in the chest, then we go back to the main area, go back to the room, get the key back, and then unlock the door next to Chocolate Milkman. It's just, I think it's just a way they just put that in there to pad the game out. So that is what we're doing right now. This area right here, even on easy mode, four dogs and a bird will attack you. And that wasn't perfect, but it was pretty good. I only got hit by one dog. And even on easy mode, this game punishes folks. You see right there, 4 dogs and a bird in that corridor. Even on easy mode, this game doesn't take it easy.
And I'd like to mention that those dogs do not have good hitboxes, and their attack animations are so fast.
Very fast.
It's
Dogs
crazy.
are not free.
No, dogs are not free.
Nothing really in this game is free. Sorry, so we're gonna put, let's see, we're gonna put everything up here because we don't need it yet. And let's get the key back out.
Is this when the timer is stopped?
Yes, when you're in the menu,
crazy.
the in-game timer stops. I know how much you love
That's
in-game
crazy,
timers. That's
man.
why I had you on this couch.
That's crazy.
KZ Fruit, big fan of pausing a speed run to stop the in-game timer.
That is crazy. I remember there was one time where I was watching you. You were on really good pace, and you're like, "Oh, I can do this right now because the timer's paused." And every synapse in my brain said, "No, that's wrong."
Well, it is wrong because it doesn't stop for cutscenes, which it should.
That's so weird. What's
I know.
going on?
I am glad that was mentioned because for everything that you can stop the in-game timer on in this game, if you watch cutscenes, it will tick your in-game timer down. So you have to be very quick skipping these cutscenes. And it seems like a small thing, but the original PC release of Silent Hill 4 only had 15 FPS for cutscenes. So you really didn't get a good window to skip those cutscenes. So now the GOG port of Silent Hill 4 has 30 FPS cutscenes, so you have a little bit more of a generous window to skip those scenes.
So based on the release of the game you're playing, you have more time to save.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, I'm good.
He's retiring for a reason, folks.
That's right.
He just
I can't deal with
he
that.
He can't handle
I cannot
this.
deal with that. I'm
He can't
out of
handle-
here.
Also, it should be mentioned for any fans of I guess you're looking at the speedrun leaderboard, you're wondering, hey, why is he like near an hour, 10 minutes? So this is a real-time game. At the end of the game, we'll actually see what the in-game timer is. This removes things like loads, some of the menuing, obviously not cutscenes from what we're talking about here in KZ's retirement. But, you know, when we get to the end of this, we'll see it's probably going to be like, I'm going to guess what, probably like a 51?
Sub 51 would be really great.
About 50, 55 would be acceptable for
Yeah.
some of the nonsense that can go on in this game with the randomness, which we will talk about later.
Because it always comes up in the YouTube comments. Hi, YouTube.
It always does. Hello, YouTube. Hello. Easy mode to you too, YouTube. I see those comments as well. But you may, okay, I'm gonna give you an example right here. You may see me tilt the camera like this and he's not running down the center. For some reason, the PC version of Silent Hill 4, we talked earlier about it as the 8-way movement, even if you're playing this with a controller. But for some reason, if you tilt the camera like this, Henry will run a little, at least for me, he will run a little more accurately. It's hard to explain. It just is what it is, and we have to work with what we're given. So we're gonna pay a tribute to James Sunderland here. We're gonna go down some holes, and there is going to be a PC exclusive skip coming up here. And let's see, so we're gonna get ready.
Oh my goodness.
God!
That was just like the interview.
I always forget about that enemy right there.
All right, Maxie and KZ, pick a number 1 to 6. 4.
Oh, I know what this is. All right,
2.
Would you like to explain what I'm doing here?
Yeah, so this is a little skip you can do. So as you can see, a little cutscenes playing here. That loses time in the actual run. However, what Mr. Enigma is doing here is he's mashing the pause button at the same time as hitting turn right. He's gonna be doing 6 of these. Right now, he's missed 2 of them.
It's not working. It's
so
hard to do.
We'll see if we get at least one of them.
I'm on a different keyboard.
But if he can get this, it actually saves time on the 0 for 3. And we'll see if he can actually get it. But it will save time if he manages to get it. It's hard to do. You're like mashing that escape button.
I'm on a different keyboard, so you have to take.
You're not used to it.
Hit enter, then escape.
Anyway, Max, you pick number?
I picked 2.
Oh, you pick number?
I picked 3.
I don't think we won.
Can I change my number?
Hold on.
Got 0 for 6. That is a very tight window to do.
Well, it saves a minor amount of time. So
Even
it's okay.
the other night, I was running this, and world record holder Matt Gale, who you should check out, his 45:33 on this is an amazing, amazing run on this. He came in and was talking about if the wheel skips that we just did. You saw I got none of them. I am on a different keyboard right now, but they are hard to do. You only have like a small window to do them in. And even he, the world record holder, comes in and he even says like to even get 6 out of 6 is very, very rare. So it is hard to pull off.
Do you know if he gets 6 out of 6 in his run?
I think he said he resets if he doesn't get 6 out of 6.
Okay, that's intense.
At the level that he's at, which I'm not there, he resets if he gets 6 out of 6, if I read what he said properly.
Yeah.
So again, shout outs to Matt Gale, world record holder.
Very good runner.
Silent Hill 4. And he's got the RE3 original world record as well. Very talented.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, don't try to do that on console. It'll just crash.
That is a good point. We forgot. If you try to do that on console, your game will soft lock because it has no pause menus.
Also, the answer to that code is just the room.
That's it.
It's your apartment.
Oh.
There you go, too.
It's just 03, 02. All right, so we're done with Water Prison 1. We are going to come back to all the areas of this game later on. That was a big criticism that this game had. There's some backtracking. So just to go ahead and prepare yourself, we're going to get back to them later.
Yeah, people were like, Silent Hill 4, this sucks. And then they played Origins and they were like, wow, Silent Hill 4 is so good.
And I just,
Origins is rough, man.
I know you won't believe this by the way I'm dressed, but I do try to stay humble about some things. But there's one thing I do want to remind everybody, since we're talking about games after Silent Hill 4 in this series, I would like to remind everybody that 2 weeks before this, I did reclaim the Silent Hill Downpour any % world record. And I just think that anybody that is wild enough to do that, whether it's me or Schmumbler, who is here with us at this event, who I love dearly, and I'm glad he's here, and I know he's gonna take it back from me the first time he tries to attempt to get it back, because he's that good at it. Anybody that has the record on that game, that 2.5-hour game where you cannot skip cutscenes, deserves all the props in the world. And I know either he, Umbrella Jill, Jadeite, who's also running it, somebody's gonna take that record back, and kudos to them in advance. All right, so we are here in Building World, and let's see, we're gonna go down here. I don't really have a lot to go over here, so Rhilever, do you have any donations for us over there?
I certainly do. And this one's from Starwin, who says...
Another former Downpour world record holder.
I know, how fitting. With $10, who says, #L1R1. It's awesome to see my good friend Enigma running Silent Hill 4 again at GDQ. I'm also happy to see my friends Maxi, ecdycis, and Fru giving their legendary commentary on the couch. I wish I was there to scream boo every time ecdycis makes a pun and cheer when the one truth goes smoothly. I miss all of you a lot. I miss all my GDQ friends, and I will 100% be at the next event. Take care, everyone.
Miss you too.
L1R1.
Yep.
I just wish Starwin was in the room with us.
He's a good guy.
I would like to give special mention to him right now. At our last live event, one of my favorite GDQ memories ever, AGDQ 2020, Starwin, who just donated, sat down with me in the practice room for nearly 7 hours and taught me the Silent Hill Homecoming speedrun where you have to do all those glitches and skips through the wall. And it was just amazing for him to do that. And the joke was on us because within 2 or 3 months, the strategies in that game completely changed. So shout outs to Starwin for sitting down and
It's the effort that counts.
it is the thought that counts, and I'll always remember that forever. Starwin, you're wonderful. We miss you too, and we will see you again, my friend.
I'm gonna make him run Amy again.
Yes, and run Amy,
don't do that to him.
run Amy and Downpour again. All right, so we're here. All right, this is kind of a risky part here. There's 2 dogs here. Okay, so in a bad run, if a dog tries to attack you when you're turning a corner, you will get a 3 or 4 second chew animation on your leg, and it's not fun. So thankfully, they took a little bit of umbrage on us.
Do you think your leg is tasty?
You know what? I have never been asked that in my life.
That's why I'm here, man.
Is yours?
Is mine?
Yeah, you're tired.
I had a dream where I did try it, and I don't remember it being good.
Raw.
It's probably not good. And by the way, I do want to remind everybody, I'm the host guy too, so we are trying to get 5 Nights at Freddy, and I just want to tell you that if we get that incentive, I'm going to be so excited, I might just have to scream about it. Thank you very much. Let's get 5 Nights at Freddy. No, of course not. Okay, so I did try to do a speed run skip there. It didn't work, and I'm getting tickled in my back right now by ghosts. But so there is a strategy right there where if you try to use if you try to use an item in your inventory where it'll bring up the text on the screen that says this item cannot be used here, if you get it on the right frame, Henry will bust out of that cutscene where the camera pans up into the sky and you can run during the cutscene. I was a little more focused on the joke than the speedrun trick, I apologize. But let's get 5 Nights at Freddy completed as well. So we're going up here on the steps. There's not really much to write home about here. Rhilever, any more donations?
Yeah, before I get into that, I wanted to mention that we have just over $12,000 left on the bonus game incentive to reach. And in the meantime, I've got a donation here from Detenchi1325 for $200, who says, pretty impressive, ain't it?
Oh, yeah.
That we get to see this amazing run ran by AnEternalEnigma, an equally amazing couch with maxylobe, ecdycis, and KZ Fru. And let's not forget the wonderful Rhilever. Congrats again on getting Silent Hill 4 back into SGDQ. Good luck, and I have a feeling it's going to be L1, R1, and a perfect 1 truth. I will be donating another $5 for every successful tower rotation. Screen glitch.
Oh, no.
He tried.
You may notice at some points I do pause the game, and it is not because of an IGT manipulation. The game is not very consistent about this either. There are some instances in this game where you can pause it, and the game will if you don't pause it, it'll do this kind of slow loading in the background, but if you pause the game, it will load it quickly, more quickly. Hello, Walter.
He's a bum.
Yeah. And Walter, be quiet. We're not talking to you. I'm talking about cutscene loads. So if you do it where it's dark and shut up, Walter. We don't care. He keeps talking. It's very annoying. There's nobody here that likes hearing that voice at all, right, Rhilever?
Well, listen.
Don't get started on that,
Listen.
Rhilever. I know how that is. All right. But if you see me pause a game like that, I'm just loading the game in the background so that when we unpause, we're just straight into it. We don't have to wait for it to sort of fade back in.
Do you have like a reference for that?
Do I?
Do you just know?
Yeah, at this point, it's just... I can show you when it happens. All right, so sometimes I can get to that door without getting touched. Sometimes that dog is super aggressive and he knows a lot of people are watching. All right, so I got a pause buffer right there. And so what we did was we skipped the animation to open that fridge, and we're gonna get the red paper. If you've played this game casually, you know this is the part of the game where you get a lot of those red pieces of paper where you stick under room 302's door. When you're doing the speed run, you only have to get that one piece of paper. That is the only one that is pertinent to progress, so that is the only one we are getting.
And I would also like to mention that if you have played this game, you probably noticed that Enigma picked up all of that stuff in the fridge without having to stomp on the leeches, which is a mechanic that just happens automatically. But the reason why he's able to do that is because he doesn't have a weapon equipped. So he actually presses the aim weapon button and interact at the same time without a weapon, and it allows him to not stomp on those leeches.
That is why I have this couch here, because I would have forgotten to mention that. Thank you, Mr. Loeb.
I got you.
So right there, we put the red piece of paper on there. We also tried to use another item incorrectly, but it canceled the slow pop-up animation, so he just sprang back up like a spring. And so we're gonna go back to the room here. We do have some relevant progress stuff to do here. We're gonna pick up the piece of red paper that we just put under the door. And now once we do this, a key is going to spawn next to our bed in the bedroom that will open Eileen's room, and that's gonna take us to the part of the game that I mentioned during the interview, the hospital, which you may start seeing some L1R1s in the chat coming up shortly. But let's finish this off before we start talking about that. So we're gonna go ahead and put the key to open Eileen's door, and we're gonna get ready for that. Rhilever, do we have one more donation?
I sure do. I've got a big one here for $1,000.
Woo!
Yeah, let's go.
This one's by Anonymous, who says, if you haven't seen a security breach speedrun, you'll definitely want to make it happen tonight. Let's breach that donation incentive.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Yeah, did you hear Eileen? She's pumped.
Eileen was excited for Five Nights at Freddy. Did you hear that scream? She's ready to go. All right, so we are getting to my favorite part of this game. When I was a kid, my mom's friends used to ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I didn't say a doctor, lawyer, fireman, any of that. I said I wanted to be a game show host. So this part of the game, I can kind of fulfill that fantasy a little bit. There's going to be a room here with 22 rooms. They're randomized every time. We still, to this day, nobody has found a manipulation, nobody has found a pattern, nobody's found anything for this. So it is random. We're gonna go through 22 rooms. We're gonna try to find a key. We're gonna try to find a locked door. We wanna find the key first. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look for a wheelchair setup. Oh, that is not good.
Real quick.
I'm gonna get hit here. They're all gonna,
what do you think it's gonna be? I'm guessing L5, R11.
Okay, I'm gonna guess L4, R8.
No one's guessing L1R1? Come on, man. Where's the
You know what? It's not gonna. Look, you failed already.
Oh, man. Unbelievable. Somebody's got to take the fall, man.
It is not R1. It is not L1.
All right, Max, what's yours again?
L4, R8.
It is not L2. Is it R2? It is not R2.
Check out L5.
Is it R3? It is not R3. You may be noticing I am pausing the game again to try to get a look at the room before we go into it. Is it L4? It is not L4. Is it R4? Okay, Eileen's in R4, so remember that in your head. Eileen is in R4.
That's pretty good.
Quite good.
I got a 5 in there.
That is not bad. So we had what, an R4, R5?
Yeah.
Good.
I'll take that. All right, so now begins the second game within the game. We have to drag this person, Eileen, with us through the rest of the game. So get ready. You may see me not run at full speed anymore because we have to wrangle somebody behind us the whole way. So we're gonna go around this enemy here and bring Eileen back that way. Just get ready for that. You're gonna see a lot of zigzag movements.
There's a lot of manipulation movement for Eileen because unlike Cynthia, who we had earlier, because Cynthia just teleports to you, Eileen does not. You need her close by when you go through doors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, Enigma, is that the same chick on your badge?
It is.
Yeah.
Shout outs to LLK for the amazing art.
LLK,
Oh, yeah.
I just want to, I have the super rare volunteer runner badge. I was excited about it, and I was so spaced out when I got in here Saturday night, I didn't look at it. And I looked at it when I was speaking with Richard with GDQ, and the badges are purple, and they have Henry and Eileen on them.
So cool.
I was very, very honored by that. So I just want to say thank you. I will cherish that forever. So right here, Eileen, one of the benefits of the GOG version is we have a version of the game now with widescreen. So we can see how close Eileen is now. We don't have to wait for her to get so close. So my strategy here is no matter what happens with these enemies, we just run down the middle, and this is kind of an in-game timer thing, KZ, so I'm sorry.
Yeah,
let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. So Eileen behaved right there. And I would like to apologize. I know one of the big comedy segments on the last run was attacking those enemies because they make a burping noise, and we had the production people laughing like crazy when they heard the bleh, 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 bleh noises. We didn't have it this time. The run's just too optimized, but we will forever remember it in our speedrunning hearts. Now, you may think I'm just walking down this staircase, but there is a strategy here. If I run full speed, first off, you want to take the camera and hit tab, turn the camera around. You see how close, if I keep running full speed, Eileen is going to get next to that rail. You do not want her to touch the rail because she's gonna stop, she's gonna do Texas two-step, and she's gonna take about 2 or 3 seconds to reorient, and you don't want that. And right here, I need some audio, I need quiet right here. All right, I need to hear this. Okay, Eileen did not get hit there. In a very rare instance, Eileen will get hit by that enemy, and it costs about 6 or 7 seconds. So I'm scraping the wall there. I'm not running full speed to make sure Eileen shows up with me. Okay, she's back there. I had to listen for her footsteps. We're gonna use the same strategy Maxie talked about earlier, where we hold B without a weapon. And if you noticed, we haven't equipped a weapon this entire time.
I didn't know that.
It's a pacifist run.
Well, now you do.
I've never played this game.
That's the whole game, it's pacifist.
One day, well, now in your retirement, you have plenty of time to do so.
To play any game I want,
You do
baby. That's
anything
right.
you want.
First
I know.
game, GTA.
And you can eat green, and you can eat green ketchup with it.
Green ketchup. Well, why do you think I want the green ketchup?
Well, because we were talking about it earlier.
Because it's green blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
But because you're retired, you're taking on a new life. You're gonna like ketchup now.
Right,
That's the way it goes.
Okay.
Like everybody likes golf after they retire.
No, well.
All right.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Do you like golf?
You'll learn. You'll learn.
Do I like golf?
All right.
I abstain.
All right. So I'm gonna need.
like golf.
I'm gonna need a little more quiet here because this is a newer little thing that has popped up. Ghost Cynthia's gonna spawn here. We're gonna go back through here now. I have to listen. She'll make a very distinct noise. You'll hear it in just a moment. I do have to wait. So let's wait. Please do it. Please do it. There you go. All right.
There we go.
So with that noise, it's kind of random. If it's not random, I don't know how to manipulate that. But when you hear that noise, that means Cynthia is leaving that area, and Eileen should not take any damage up there in that area. It does take a little bit of time if you don't get a lucky portal. I like to call it the Cynthia portal. If you get a good time on that, it's good, but even if you don't, it kind of gives you a little bit of run security because Eileen should not take any damage, which means she shouldn't be limping, she shouldn't be chanting all that weird stuff she says. So it's just a good little security thing, especially for a marathon run. So I just wanted to make sure that I heard that. So we just went through that door that we unlocked earlier. We're gonna go back to the room. We're gonna do some inventory management here. We're gonna get rid of everything in our inventory except the coin. We're gonna wash that in the sink. And same thing as that key earlier. If you examine the information on the key, if you examine the information on the coin and the key, it will just tell you straight up what to do. I'll show you right here. You just have to catch it. It'll say, I bet I could clean it in the kitchen sink in my room. So it just kind of gives you the solutions.
I also think of my inventory as weapons and others.
Weapons.
What do you have in your pocket?
Yeah, right.
Weapons and
Others.
I like that. Well, Silent Hill 4, they renamed everything. The first aid kit is the portable medical kit.
I think that's others.
And the health drink is a nutrition drink. They've changed that arbitrarily.
Others, yeah.
Well, where's the weapons?
Yeah, where are the weapons?
All right, we got a good ghost spawn there. Sometimes they can spawn in the doorway. It is not a good time. We are going to revisit the escalator, but this is going to be a little bit easier. There's no dog here to attack us. Once we get halfway, the camera will tilt. I don't know why it doesn't do it the whole way, but once we get down there, it will. I think a ghost is spawning in the wall, so we want to stay away. That does tend to be random as well. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on. That's that PC movement again.
And you didn't even take the health kit.
I didn't, because I don't think we need it. Oh yeah, my health is good. Same deal as before. That first enemy will never hit you no matter what you do as long as you keep moving. There's only going to be 4 total here, so we're going to get right there. And you can see a spot on the wall that's kind of illuminated. If you look really close, you'll see at the very top of your screen. Coming up here, you see how that light changed? You'll know it's coming right there.
Yep.
So it's your tell that you're gonna get an enemy. Thank you for behaving. As you see, that was a lot easier than the first one. So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna revisit this area. We're gonna pick up a new item, the ticket, And yes, indeed, this must be the ticket machine. An iconic meme from Silent Hill Downpour. It returns for Silent Hill 4. This must be the ticket machine. We have used the ticket on the ticket machine. I can't stop saying ticket machine because that game is still in my head. So we did this optimally. Eileen, if Eileen goes through this turnstile with you, it's not good because you have to wait for her, and it is a bit of a time loss. So thankfully, she behaved. Everything is going as it should. And thankfully, I did not mess up the Subway 2 route like I did at PAX. Beep Salt, who was my wonderful commentator for that run, they remember that kind of went awry. So thankfully,
Shout out to Beep.
Shout out to Beep Salt. They were wonderful. And I am very glad that I remembered what to do this time. So we're going to use this Subway ticket right here, go through here. Hopefully, Eileen behaves. And let's see.
I hear footsteps.
Oh, that's not good. But that's okay. She better not be limping. I'm going to be kind of... All right.
Shoot, I think she is limping.
I think she's all right. I think she got hung up on that pillar behind.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Got swimmy there, so we're going to pick up this Subway.
What happened in here?
It's your average day at Subway.
That is some...
It's a game of blood or juice, honestly.
It was somebody who
Ketchup.
did not want to drink Kool-Aid.
I wasn't agreeing.
All right, Eileen. All right, I need a little quiet here. I need to be able to hear. This is a benefit of the widescreen. We can see the enemies pop in. We are going the wrong way on purpose. Thank you. All right, I need 2 more. Once you get to this point, you'll see a chain link fence. There's going to be 3 sections of chain link. Once you get past the 3rd one, you're going to get ready for another enemy. But, okay, that was so scary. When they turtle head like that, that's not good. Perfect.
Very nice. That was very good.
Proud of you.
We like to see it.
All right. So Eileen, you may have heard Eileen did take a hit there. That is okay. It's not like the end of the world. Oh, there's another ghost in here. All right, that might be different. All right.
So that's Cynthia. Forgot to mention that.
Cynthia, we have another ghost appearance by Sharon, who is one of Walter's victims. And I hope that Eileen didn't take any damage from that. Okay, so we have to be careful with Cynthia here. I wasn't careful. She was in the wrong spot. That's okay. That's okay. She's just tickling me. No! Uh-oh.
Oh, goodness.
I don't have a... Okay.
The golf club.
Look out.
So Cynthia can be a problem because you kind of get ensnared in her hair, and she'll do this infinite grab combo where you can actually get 100 to 0 if you don't have a melee weapon.
There we go.
Oh, we got out.
Oh.
We're good. We're out.
100 to 0, big fan of
Yeah.
That is not something that happens it has happened before, so that's not this has never happened moment. But,
Yeah, easy mode, by the way.
All right, Rhilever.
0 to 100.
This is your favorite
Wait,
part,
100 0.
Rhilever. Walter Sullivan.
100 0.
100 0.
Under 0.
So Walter Sullivan has now appeared, which makes our host very happy.
I mean, this is the best part of the run.
It really is. No, it's not. No, it's not. But yeah, so Walter is now a factor. It changes the game again completely because you now have the Mr. X Nemesis type character chasing you, not in every room, but in some rooms. He'll be predominantly showing up in the Forest World 2 and in Water Prison 2. I didn't mention fully the strategy. So what I'm doing is I'm turning Henry to his right ever so slightly to keep Eileen from hitting the rail. I think I neglected to mention that on the last run here, but I'm turning him to the right just slightly so he doesn't run with full momentum and Eileen stays in the middle of that staircase. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get the torch. This will technically be our first weapon, but we're not going to use it as a weapon. And we're going to pick it up here. We're going to get 5 doll parts.
Can you hit something for fun? Come on, man. I want to see some violence.
Fun?
Yeah, this is about fun.
Wait, we're supposed to have fun here?
That happens in retirement.
Yeah,
Man, I know. My goodness, you are retired. My
yeah,
goodness.
right. I know.
If push comes to shove and I need to hit somebody with a torch, I will do it.
I'll cheer for it.
All right, so
I will tell you, Casey, to excite you, when we get to the water prison, there will be some combat.
Violence. Good.
Exactly.
yeah.
Some green blood.
All right. So Eileen should be here. I'm checking the map. There she is. Okay. All right. So we can leave Eileen alone here. She'll be safe in this area. No enemies ever show up in this zone. We're going to go pick up some more body parts. It's lighting the torch, getting the body parts, lighting the torch, getting the body parts. I'm going to try to find a docile area here. The birds are not playing well. All right, here's Walter. Reliever, calm down. There's Walter. All right, so sometimes Walter will attack you or the bird. Walter, he just attacks what he wants to attack, and I couldn't really get a read on what he wanted to go for there. Silver bullet, we're gonna need that in this next section. But right now, it is just a game of getting torches lit and getting doll parts out. Reliever, do we have any more donations?
I do, and I have an announcement as well. We have less than $10,000 left for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Let's
go.
So
Make
we
it
are
happen.
getting very, very close. I think we've got about 8,824 thereabouts
Look at
left.
the math there!
I
My
know.
goodness, you're gonna get a math
Listen,
trophy now.
I've got a calculator in front of me.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
don't
lie.
tell people that.
We do have some donations here, though. We've got one from Stephen P. for $150.
Nice.
Who says, I've been watching GDQ for years, but never had the money to donate. I just graduated college, got my first job, and this is part of my first paycheck. Thanks to everyone helping make this
Awesome.
event happen.
Congrats to
And
you as
here's
well.
to a great SGDQ. P.S. Love the jacket and the bow tie.
This is the first time anyone's seen this jacket. I debuted this here. Thank you. If you go look, I'll give you a little secret. I was into game shows when I was a kid. If you go look up Rod Roddy, the announcer from Press Your Luck, you may see a little bit of inspiration of what I turned into. So just a little lore tip there. Do we have any more donations?
Certainly do. One from Unstoically Des, who says, had to donate to the dream team on my screen right now. The now retired KZ with Ecdy and Ria's host. I love this so much. Enigma, do your thing. Maxi, keep being Maxi. This goes to getting more GDQ on the roster.
Thank you. We could do one more if you'd like.
Sure. There's one here from MacMaker Shark for $15 who says, excited to donate during AnEternalEnigma's absolutely hype run of Silent Hill 4. Coach is a source of inspiration for a lot of us, and I'm happy to donate to such a good cause after such a rough year. Donation goes to the runner's choice.
Very nice. MacMako Shark, by the way, the creator of my incredible Enigma Zone emote, which you may have seen a little bit on Twitch and in the chat right now. MacMako Shark, who just donated, is the amazing force behind that emote. I just want to say, in front of all these people, thank you again very much for that. Oh, whoa, what in the world are you doing? I'm trying to thank my emote artist here.
Could you demonstrate that emote?
I listen, we can't get too wild here, Mr. Fruit, all right?
Oh, okay.
You can if you want.
That's right.
You can-
rules for me.
You're retired. You can do whatever you want.
That's right.
Let's do it. All right.
I don't think I could bend like that.
Yeah, you probably can. All right, so no, we cannot light the torch on Jasper. Now that is a great idea. I've seen a lot of enterprising people ask that question, and that would be quite amazing if you could. You cannot light the torch on Jasper. He's too upset that his chocolate milk went out, so now he's on fire. And we've got 4 of the 5 doll parts. We're gonna manipulate the camera. Oh, see, sometimes he likes to go in the other direction because of that 8-way thing, that no analog thing. All right, so Eileen, we gotta run really fast to keep Eileen away, just to be safe here, because we're not going for records anything. I did take some punishment from Cynthia and Jasper, so I am gonna pick up a portable medical kit. It is not a first aid kit, it's a portable medical kit. And we're gonna pick up the pickaxe of despair here. We are not gonna use this until the final boss of the game, hopefully. All right, so let me get over here and grab this just to heal a little bit because we don't want anything that bad to happen. Cutscene here, we're gonna pick up this medallion in this statue. So you can do this here. You don't have to stand next to the torch. You can kind of just go up to that rock right there and light the torch. So kind of save you a little bit of time. This ghost right here, his name is Steve Garland. We don't know if he's related to Lisa Garland from Silent Hill 1 or not, but he runs that pet store that we were in earlier, and Walter didn't like the pet store to say the least, and we've got the 5th doll part.
That's how you know Walter's really evil. He doesn't even like animals.
Walter is just on another planet. Just on another planet. All right, so Eileen, we're gonna kind of snake Eileen through this. We're gonna use all 5 right here. The wheelchair is going to fall off. We're gonna go down here inside the building. Now this, you may watch me stair skate here like Pessimism on RE Remake. It's because Eileen can be a little strange right there and stay on the staircase, and I think she's doing it.
Yeah, she got stuck.
She's doing it. So Eileen is not behaving, unfortunately. So look, come on. I don't know why she does that, but it just happens sometimes. So, it's another Curly Q staircase. There's nothing to talk about here. So I'd like some more donations, Rhilever.
Absolutely. Before we go into that though, chat, if you can see it, we're at 91% of the way to security breach. Can we get some hype in the chat for every time we get a new percent through? Because we are edging that donation goal. We are so close.
Heck yes. I want to see it, all right?
I want to see it too. I want to, because it's a new game as well.
It is.
We have a donation here from Phantom T Mac, who says, had to donate during the horror block as always, one of my favorite parts of the events. We've got to go fast and get that Five Nights at Freddy's goal met. Excited to see Silent Hill 4.
Thank you. All right, so we're here in Water Prison again. I'm gonna kind of scrape the wall here. It brings Eileen around a little faster instead of just running. Come on, Eileen. All right, so this has changed a little bit from the last time you've seen this run. Instead of just running with no real goal here, we are gonna specifically run this way, and you'll hear. Now Walter does not spawn, and it saves him from spawning a few seconds later, so we don't really have to run too high of a risk, and now we go get Eileen, and we're gonna try to keep her on that middle track. Now, we want Walter to be really focused on the birds here and not really us. I think when I was practicing this last night, I had an instance where Walter ran in front of us, but was ignoring both me and Eileen completely to attack the birds. Sometimes Walter just really hates birds, and he doesn't care about the humans in front of him, but we're gonna try to stay away from him. No.
Bonk.
Hey, there's violence.
Bonk.
And we're in the water prison. Yes. So every now and again, as Eileen takes damage in the game, she'll start just, I guess, cursing. She'll start spouting things. The only way to stop it is to either bump her or hit her, and then she'll stop speaking.
You gotta give her the bonk.
Unfortunately, but it makes her stop talking.
The more reliable one is to hit her with whatever your melee weapon is. It kind of shakes her out of it. But if you don't have a melee weapon, you're in trouble. But thankfully we do here, and the birds have done a very good job of leaving her alone. And you do want to keep Eileen relatively close. See, the bird just got in her way. There wasn't really anything we could do there. I don't care if they hit me. They don't do a lot of damage on this mode. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna do a little trickery here. We're gonna run into a corner. We're gonna change the camera. We're going to turn around, and we're gonna bump let's do that again. Let's do that one more time. Let's do that one more time. One more time. Come on, game. I know you wanna. All right. So there we go. We bump Eileen so that she does not go through that door, so we keep her in there. So we are free to do whatever she's. Oh my God.
Walter is unhappy with these birds.
Walter, my goodness.
He's definitely
sir.
chosen violence.
We're doing a speed run here. All right. So Eileen is safe where she is. No enemies will get in there. So we're back up here. There's a lovely twin victim.
I saw that in my dreams last night.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I was prepping for this.
I'll be seeing 6 of them later.
You're ready to go. Oh, yeah, that is true.
That's 12 hits?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep. And we're going to go here. So this is another crucial part. Now, stay with me here, folks. We have to get a shirt. KZ, calm down. This is going to blow your mind. We have to get a shirt.
Okay.
And we have to go back to our apartment. We have to put it in our bathtub to progress.
As one does.
No. You know what I've been thinking this whole time?
What?
I don't know what's going on.
Me neither.
With these details, you're just really cementing that fact, if I'm honest.
I am. I'm trying to do the best I can. Just for safety strats, we're going to pick up 2 health drinks here because, as ecdycis knows, as he's just told you, there is a part of the game coming up here which is quite dangerous and has been giving me a little bit of trouble. But I am instituting a new strategy that I saw Matt Gale use on the fantastic world record run, and it has been working pretty well for me.
Oh, there's words on the shirt.
There was, but we can't read them. It's not fast.
I see.
It's not fast. All right, so inventory management. This will be our last inventory management of the game. We're going to put up the torch. We are going to keep the subway card to do a glitch during the final boss fight. We're going to get the handgun. We're going to get this pack of bullets. We're going to get the Sword of Obedience, and we're going to go use it all. So let's go back from where we were.
And if you're hearing some really weird things happening in the room, there are hauntings in this game that happen. So when you go back to your room, sometimes you get some really freaky things happening, and you have to, exorcise them. And so you just heard like the shaking windows and stuff like that.
I just want to get something straight. So we got like the axe of despair, right?
The Pickaxe of Despair,
The
yes.
Pickaxe of Despair and the Sword of Obedience.
Yes.
Metal.
Very
Very metal, yeah.
You know what else? You know what else is metal?
Yo.
I just changed. Oh, hold on. Some of my favorite parts. Hold on. I love
Was
that
that
part.
the Sword of Obedience?
That
the
is,
sword of
yeah.
obedience, and he is obeying. All right, so if you do this part of the game and you don't have a silver bullet and a sword of obedience, again, shout outs to my friend Runeby who recently did this. Good luck. It's harder than the final boss fight, but if you have the silver bullet, sword of obedience, you'll get the key. It'll be all right. And one thing that I did there is you may have seen me switch over to the silver bullet without an animation. What I did was I ran into one of those toadstool monsters at the same time that I equipped the silver bullet, so it skipped the animation. I tried to do that on the doorway before we got in here. I'm gonna check the map just to see where Eileen's triangle is. I did that, but tried to do that before, but I missed it, where you can try to equip the gun before you go into the room and skip the animation, but we missed it, but that's okay, because we're not going for world records here. Now, here we go. This is what I talked about in the interview with Kizaron. This is the most stressful part of the game. I died on this part on the hot fix. I died on this part on my stream. All right, so I'm gonna try to walk you through this. There are 6 twin victims here. All right, so I have to walk on this side. I have to do a little triangle here and a little triangle here to keep them on me. I think this is good. Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
Very nice.
All right.
So that strat, Enigma called it the pizza slice.
Woo! Yeah, because I like pizza. All right.
Yeah.
Well, kind
Got
of
a pizza emote. We all do, I think. But
No, not me.
No, not
you're
me.
retired. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay, but I didn't have one then, and I don't have one now.
You should make one now so no one can use it. No, it's not cold. Stop.
Oh, the pizza's cold.
No. Ah. I don't want to equip the pickaxe. Whatever. You don't get to hear these chants very often. Rhilever, do we have donations?
Yes, and we also have some good news.
Yes.
We have less than $5,000 left for Five Nights at Freddy's Security
do it.
Breach.
Do
We
it.
are on the final stretch. Let's go. 94% of the way. I hope chat's been keeping up with that. We have a donation here from Kliak for $25 who says, Freddy Fazbear, ? Get on the bus. And also one from Desiree who says, loving every minute of Mr. Enigma's Silent Hill 4 run, and I'm absolutely dying to see the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach run up next. Come on, chat. Let's meet that incentive.
Let's do it. All right.
And that was for $50. I hope I mentioned that. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. So this is part of the game where we're gonna do another little bit of trickery. We bumped Eileen in the corner so that we don't bring her in the elevator. The game is wanting you to leave her in the elevator, so you pick up these 4 items. There's a pool ball right there. We're not gonna pick it up. We're skipping this whole thing, and I'm gonna show you how in just a moment, because Eileen is still on the other side. So straight ahead of where he is now, there's a fence. Eileen's on the other side. Ghost Cynthia's gonna pop up here. And thankfully we didn't get hit by the bird. Oh, all right, good. So that fence is gone now, and I need a little quiet. Thank you. All right.
That's my stomach.
Eileen, it's not your stomach. Eileen, there is no fence there anymore. So Eileen is with us now. We have skipped every little objective that we had to do. If you play this normally, you have to put all 4 items into certain spots in the area. It is very tedious, but thankfully we can keep Eileen from getting into that elevator, and we can skip all that, and we can just go to another crowd favorite of this game. But I do need a little quiet right here to hear Eileen's footsteps change. All right, when her footsteps change, you can pull her through that fence. I have time for one more donation before the one truth. Rhilever?
Absolutely. Let me give you a big one. This one here is from Brent, who wants to see more games, please, and donated $1,000.
Woo! Thank you very much.
And Brent's got a very good point. The more donations we get in, you select the Five Nights at Freddy's incentive, and the more time we get for SGDQ.
That is correct. And I'm down with that. Thank you very, very, very much. So right here, In the first half of the game, we went up the stairs. Now we're going down the stairs. You may notice I'm waiting in the corner just 1 or 2 seconds as I'm trying to keep Eileen close to me. The second half of this game becomes a game of keeping Eileen close to you. It is not, oh, well, okay, well, we're speed running, Eileen. So we're going too fast. Anyways, we want to keep Eileen close. Not only does it keep the connection level between them close to where she moves fast, it'll limit her possession level from expanding because the further away you get from Eileen, the game is considering you as disregarding her. So she will, her possession level will increase. She should be right behind me. That went very, very well. And she got hit by a bird. I got hit by a bird. We all got hit by a bird. All right, here we go. This is the one truth. If you ever played whack-a-mole at the carnival, you know what this is. We got to find the one that works. It is complete RNG. I can attack two pairs at a time, and here we go. All right. Oh, my God! Thank you!
So the gimmick of this whole area is that it could be any of the ones in the room. And Enigma got it literally first try, so it could be any of them. There's like 13 of them or something. There's
Perfect. There's 12.
12.
We got literally perfect RNG.
So that was insane.
Yeah, that's really good.
Very unlikely.
Let's go. There is something about GDQ. I got perfect RNG there when we did PAX East a few months ago.
Yeah, remember all your practice streams?
Yeah.
Remember this one, Victim?
The exact opposite of that happened on the practice streams. It was the last pair that I would check almost every time.
That's good practice, though.
It did prepare me for the potential worst. You are right. All right, this is the longest staircase in the game. Nothing about it changes. Can we get some more donations?
Sure can, and I'm just gonna update you again. We have less than $1,000 left.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's security breach.
Do it.
We're at 99%.
Woo-hoo.
Okay, so let's go.
When it hits 100, you interrupt me if I'm
Okay,
caught.
all right, I will. I promise. I promise. We have a $100 donation here from Paranoid Cryod. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. It says it's great to see Enigma in front of the camera, especially with the all-time great couch. Let's get him, Coach.
They are the all-time great. All right, so we are going to be in a third-person version of our room 302. We have to pick up 5 pieces of, let me rephrase that, 5 memos. There's 6 in here. For some reason, you only have to pick up 5. We don't really know why that is, but I'll show you the one we don't. Oh, hello. Sorry, sometimes I'm not used to playing games on mouse and keyboard. I'm the guy that beat Doom Eternal on the hardest mode with a controller on PC. I'm not used to mouse and keyboard, but this is what I got to do. That's what I got to do for speed runs, so I'm going to do it. So we're getting these 3 memos over here on the left. We do not need that memo on the right, on the little dresser over there. Don't know why. It shakes out that way. So once we get out of here, once we get out of here, we're going to get a plot dump that we're not going to watch, but we're going to get another pickaxe that we don't really, we're not going to use as a weapon. It startled Eileen. She's like, you can't use that as a weapon? No, you cannot. We're going to use it very, very shortly to reveal a new part of our apartment. So let's go back in here.
That weapon goes in others, by the way.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that clarification.
Right there. All right, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna find our real Walter Sullivan buddy who's just hanging out, and we're gonna get a pair of evil-looking keys. It says, I don't know what makes keys evil, but Walter Sullivan figured it out. All right, so we're finally going to escape our room. What could be outside room 302 finally? What have we been waiting for this entire time? It's just walls full of hamburger. Oh, that's a menu. That's not hamburger meat. That's hamburger meat.
Oh, that's guts, man. Come on.
No, it's not.
It's a guts stage.
Chef Boyardee.
All right, so
unbelievable.
We are in the home stretch. Oh, good grief. Twin victim tried to hit me. We are in the home stretch of Silent Hill 4. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna be doing no attacking. We're gonna be going just through parts of the game. We did leave Eileen behind. She is not necessary to keep here. And there's goes Cynthia again. This, you can tell by the audio, it's getting serious. Now we have the patient enemies. Are we gonna get, as maxylobes calls, the secret elbow?
The secret elbow.
No, we will not. And Walter will be in here. He's either going to be really excited to see us or not. Oh, yeah, there he is. All right, there we go. That's very good. All right, this enemy right here in the way, it's sort of like a deformed version of the twin victims, but we can run right by it.
Dad, where's Dad? Dad!
Is that him or the game?
That's him.
That's him?
That's me.
Well, actually, that's others.
That's others? What? That is definitely others, I agree.
All right. Anyways, so now we passed the superintendent. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Walter's dad, I apologize. Walter's dad's about to be really mean. Oh my goodness. Did he say what I think he said? Did he just tell us all to shut up? You shut up, Walter's dad. You're the reason all this happened.
Hey, Enigma, I'm going to interrupt you insulting...
You do it.
I'm going to interrupt you insulting Walter so much to let you know we have breached Five Nights at Freddy's security breach.
Woo! Beautiful.
Hype in the chat, hype in the room.
Beautiful.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you very, very much. Ah, incredible. Good job, everybody. Right on time, too, because we're near the end of this one.
So weight off my shoulders.
Yeah, I know, right? Ooh, can you imagine if that didn't happen while we were up here? We would. You're lucky you retired. I might have to retire. All right, so Eileen is back, just briefly. So now this room was locked by 6 chains, but us investigating the empty husks of Walter got rid of them. We are able to grab, yes, it's an umbilical cord. We have to grab the umbilical cord. It's a video game thing. And we get that. We didn't have to really stand in front of the bookcase to get it. We just grabbed it out of the side because that's how collision in this game works. So the bell is tolling, which means we are being summoned for the final, oh God, excuse me. Somebody had Taco Libre today. All right, so shout out to Taco Libre, by the way. Hey, at least we got one burp. I'm happy about that. All right, so we're gonna go here. All right, whoa. All right, will we get elbowed?
She tried. She tried.
She thought about it. She was like, you know what? We just got Five Nights at Freddy. I'm gonna leave Henry alone. We're not gonna elbow him. So let's see, it's just traveling back from where we started. I have a lot of things in my inventory because this run went really well, and I may need to use some of it because I need some area, I need some space for the final boss fight to get some of these items. Now, it's gonna be pointless for me to use a health drink here because before you get to the final boss fight, it replenishes your health, but I do need to keep some space in our inventory available. That is another thing in Silent Hill 4, inventory limits, but they're kind of generous with them because there's portals in every area of the game, so it's kind of okay.
Does your house look like this room?
It does not yet, but it will. I just moved into a new place. And
okay, you got time to tear it
Yeah,
up
I'm gonna put one truths on the hallway. It's gonna be really nice. All right, final boss fight. So, I'm gonna try, keyword try, Walter's already laughing at me. I'm gonna try to do a glitch here where I can grab these spears out of the wall. It's gonna be really interesting looking. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, there we go. All right, so he looks like a trombone player on, oh, come on. Just get it. He looks like a trombone player on rollerblades, but that one didn't work. And we also get these really annoying camera cuts. Oh, all right, just grab it. If I don't get it 1 or 2 tries, I just skip it. I got the first one.
So right now as well, the good or bad then can be decided depending on how you treat Eileen throughout the game. If she took a lot of damage, she'll be rushing to that giant ball in the middle of the arena.
He's laughing at me.
Yeah, Walter's having a good time.
He is.
He's laughing at me. He's like he only got one of these animation skips.
Like literally the whole fight, he's just like, like, what is so funny, Walter? You're getting beat up.
All right, so that umbilical cord we got from the beginning, we put inside of that big figure at the...
I think this is what happens to you when you eat too much green ketchup.
No. Oh.
Am I?
The spinneroonie. We got spinneroonie.
That's why they discontinued it.
You just start having a giggle fit.
One might say they retired it.
You might... Oh, man. That's good.
All right, there we go. I got it. I got a second one. Got it. All right. You see how he slid there like a trombone player?
Yep.
Like, I got 3 of them. That's all right.
All right,
All right. I do not like where Walter is. I'm going to let him slide like the Goo Goo Dolls. All right, there we go.
So now begins the actual final boss fight. After he puts in all these spears, he's going to be getting out that pickaxe we talked about earlier. And he's going to be dealing, hopefully, a charge shot while he gets up. That's going to deal a load of damage and give him some invulnerability because he can actually get hit during this. The reason why Mr. Enigma let him slid, whatever you want to call it, is because... Sled, that works. If you don't do that, he will either back up while you're attacking, or he might even strike you, and that's bad. Ideally, the overhead swing is the better one. Getting shot is pretty bad because that will happen. But we'll see how this goes. It's a race to the finish here. We'll see if we get the good or bad ending. Hopefully, we'll get the good ending here.
Oh, this looks good. All right, so it's either 4 or 5 short hits. So this is 3. We're going to hope for a 4 hit. Time will be when the cutscene ends, so don't end it yet.
Also, as you noticed, there we go.
All right, hold on. And time.
GG.
That was a good run. I want to see what the time was.
Is that good or bad ending?
Good ending.
So Eileen survived. The run is optimized to such a degree that Eileen actually makes it. And there is, if we have the time, there's a very crucial part of this game's story to determine what ending you get. It's very crucial. Eileen has to decide whether she wants to stay. Oh. Sorry, Walter. Didn't mean to interrupt you. But Eileen is going to decide whether she wants to stay in South Ashfield Heights or whether she wants to go, live somewhere else. And Henry, being the ever nice neighbor he is, will go along with whatever Eileen wants. As you see, Eileen here lives. And Eileen. So this is little ghost Walter. Don't feel bad. He didn't exist. He's not real. He's just a ghost. And you also, fun fact, the GOG version of this uses a European executable, so that's why even if you buy it in America, it'll still say mum and mummy. And there are some of Eileen's weapons that actually do change their terminology because they use sort of a UK localized version. So just a little fun fact while we kind of mosey on here for the ending and we get ready for Five Nights at Freddy. Thank you all very much for getting that done as well. So here we go. After all this time, one thing we never pointed out, this is a good thing to point out. Henry he does not have a stamina system like Harry, Heather, or James. You know, if you run too far, they'll get tired. Henry never did get tired at all while you're running until... Come on, Henry, I know you want to show it to us. Come on. We're waiting. Look at him. I mean, you can kind of see him. Oh, look, now he's hurt. After all of that, now he's hurt. Now he's got a little sore arm. So we're gonna go to the hospital. He's gonna go check on his neighbor, Eileen. And just so you know, it is very, very, very bad. It is not a good ending if Eileen wants to stay in South Ashfield Heights. This is totally, we have no idea what's gonna go on here. We don't know. So what's it gonna be?
I don't think I want to stay there either.
You don't want to stay there either? All right, no. So we're gonna be right here. The day after.
Not good for retirement.
See what's going on.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to.
We're nearing the end.
A hostile environment.
We are nearing the end. This is just a few moments left. These endings are not very long, by the way. So, and in Zone 04, there's no joke ending. They didn't put a joke ending in this game. There's no UFO ending. There's no dog ending. There's no nothing. So we're getting there.
If you learned anything, the real joke is retirement.
Yeah. So.
Thanks.
Excuse me, I worked very hard for this.
All right, here we go. The big answer. The big answer.
Well, I guess I can go back to South Ashfield Heights now.
Eileen, no. You don't want to do that. You don't want. By the way, what was my final time on that?
103.38.
Yes, very nice. All right, the room is disgusting. It's dirty. Look at that frying pan. You don't want to cook in that. I'm sick of this. I don't want to see this anymore. All right, what was our final time on this? Final time on this game was 50-37.
Yeah, that's how we call it, right? Yeah.
All right, now listen.
51.
I know people are ready to see Five Nights at Freddy's, so I'm gonna mosey on out of here. But I just want to say thank you very much, GDQ, for having me. It's been 5.5 years since I've ran a game here. I just persistently and stubbornly always submit Silent Hill 4. And I want to say thanks to GDQ for having me on one more time. It is always an honor and a privilege to come here from my sweatbox in Georgia to raise some money for charity, which we've all done so well. And I want to say thank you again to maxylobes, ecdycis, and KZ Fruit for being so wonderful and providing amazing commentary. And my amazing host, Rhilever. Can you believe she's never hosted before? That's her first hosting gig. She did a great job as well, all right? All right, so with that being said, thank you very much. And you'll hear me at the host desk later this week. So I got to channel my hosting things one more time. Get ready for 5 Nights at Freddy. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Wowee, what an amazing run that was. I'll admit, that's probably one of my favorite games of all time ever, so I'm a little biased. But thank you all so much for all of your donations during that. I'm gonna quickly read out one more. We've got one here from Dissonance for $100 who says, my partner and I are excited to see 5 Nights at Freddy's get destroyed by GDQ. Here's to you and Doctors Without Borders. With that being said, chat, we're gonna have a quick break, get up, stretch your legs, drink some water, and we'll be right back here on Summer Games Done Quick, powered by Twitch. You too. All right, welcome back from the break. I hope you all stretched your legs and had some water. Very quickly, I wanted to chat with everybody about one of our sponsors here on GDQ, Fangamer. Fangamer is a video game merchandise company, so very in line with what we do here. They have shipping worldwide from anywhere. They do sales of GDQ merch, and that absolutely benefits MSF. So be not afraid. Any of your purchases through them will also be benefiting MSF or Doctors Without Border. Head to www.fangamer.com/collectibles/games-done-quick for more information. And just off the tail end of that last run, we have one more donation here regarding Silent Hill 4, who says, from La Cupo for $10, who says, there was a hole here, it's gone now. But there's a donation in its place. So excited for Silent Hill 4. Good luck to all of the runners. Thank you, La Cupo. And with that, we're going to send it on over to the prize section. We're going to talk about the prizes, but spooky. My name's been Rhilever. I'll be back very soon, but for now, enjoy the interview.
Well, thank you so much, Rhilever. My name is Sent, and we are definitely going to be talking about some prizes, but spooky, because we have some wonderful prizes available right now through the end of a horror block, which is going to be from now until the end of Omori, just a little bit later tonight. So make sure to get your donations in. I believe a donation of $25 is going to get you into everything that I'm going to talk about from now until the end of that block. So without further ado, let's take a look at some stuff. From our friends over at Geekish Gifts, we have a pair of lovely tote bags here. First off, we have this Silent Hill Halo of the Sun bag for only a $5 minimum donation. So make sure to get those donations in as soon as you can. Absolutely beautiful tote bag. I love when prizes are functional. So that's, definitely something really cool. And they also sent in this absolutely lovely Game Over tote bag. So this is a $15 minimum donation. Really cool design. It's got the continue, yes, no. I really like that. Again, make sure to get your donations in between now and the end of Omori if you haven't already. From our friends over at Fangamer and Konami, we have these lovely Silent Hill 4 pins. These are absolutely great. We've got one of Robbie the Rabbit here. We've got one of the door from Silent Hill 4, The Room. This is, of course, as we have learned, The Room. I really love, just watching Enigma's stream in general. It's super fun. Again, you wouldn't think that horror games could be like the chillest, most fun experience, but it is. It's not scary at all. It's just really enjoyable, really relaxed, really great to just, groove and enjoy, vibing a little bit. Vibing like this lovely Napster block vibing cross stitch we have from our friend Paper Meals. $10 minimum donation. Look at this. This is thousands of stitches in a framed piece with a glitter finish. Only a $10 minimum donation. Get your donations in before Omori. Come on, they are absolutely amazing. From our friend Silent Evil, longtime supporter of the stream, we have a lovely Silent Hill 4 twin victim perler. We saw the twin victims in that last run there of Silent Hill 4. Super cool perler. Again, only a $10 minimum donation, so make sure to get your donations in. And from our friends over at Fluxtide Designs, we have this absolutely lovely replica of the Star Rod from Kirby. Just gonna take it in my hands here. Comes with a stand to attach it on. The Star Rod itself has some really great detail to it. And again, every horror game needs a little magic wand. That's what it's all about. $20 minimum donation. Thank you so much to Fluxtide Designs for sending it out to us. And I love the base too. It's covered in stars. It's designed like a cloud. It just holds the rod by itself. Absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, speaking of Robbie the Rabbit from a little bit earlier, from our friends over at Fangame and Konami, we have a washable Robbie the Rabbit plushie. Comes with a set of red and orange markers that you can use to draw on it, do whatever you'd like and then just wash it off and do it again. Super cool. It's a super fun take on like that washable plushie, idea. But for a horror game, I really love that. It's super creative. It's only a $10 minimum donation. It's absolutely excellent. You got to get your donations in before the end of Omori. Now remember, that donation is also going to get you, part of the way towards our grand prize from our friends over at Heroic Replicas. We have an amazing set of replicas, the Falchion from Fire Emblem, the legendary blade of Crom, as well as a replica of Sly Cooper's cane, and a couple of other really cool things that Dave has put together, including a Super Mario World orb. Who doesn't like the orb? Audience, you like the orb, right? They like the orb. You know what I like? I like great speedruns. Speedruns like Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. So don't go anywhere because that's coming up soon. And wait a minute, weren't you? Shout's always taking my plushies.
Welcome back, everyone. I am back. Hello, I am Nicole Goodnight. I didn't sign off before because, well, I just knew we were going to meet that incentive. Thank you so much for getting 5 Nights at Freddy's Security Breach into the marathon. This is absolutely amazing. It means so much to me, and I'm super glad to be back. Yeah, let's hear it. Come on. You all did this. Let's go. And y'all, I have a donation from Taharok for $2,500. FNAF Security Breach, let's go. I wonder if Chica's in the mood for some pizza. Thank you so much for your donation. Again, thank you all so much for getting that met. You all are absolutely amazing. This is only day 2. This is gonna be amazing. You all, we're almost at $300,000. You know, chat, can we get to 300,000 before the next run ends? I think we can. It's $2,500 away. The next run is, going on for some time. I think we've got this. And with that in mind, I hear we're all ready for our 5 Nights at Freddy's Security Breach run with Ace Delusional. Go ahead and take it away. Just kidding. We need a little more time. That's just totally fine. We've got so many donations rolling in. I have a $50 donation from Daycheer Gaming. First time donation, check. Donate during Enigma's run, check. Donate for a good cause, check. Thank you so much for your donation. That was an amazing run of Silent Hill. I love watching his runs. They're so good. I have a $50 donation from Kai that says thank you to MSF for all the amazing work you do. Thank you so much for your donation. Again, it is because of you donating that we can even do this, and for all the good that gets done for MSF. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a $250 donation from JT Music that says, let's go. Come on, Chad, I know you can. Come on, let's go. Thank you. I have a $250 donation from Froggy. They do not leave a comment, but Froggy, thank you so much. I have a $10 donation from Mythos. Let's break some animatronics. Hype. Thank you, thank you. $100 from Hedron. Horror block is my favorite block. I stay for it even on the East Coast. Love the cause, and y'all, thank you so much for staying up. Horror block is also one of my favorite blocks as well. I'm so excited to be able to host during it. I have an anonymous donation, no comment, for $500. Anonymous. Thank you so much. You are amazing. We are inching so close to 300,000. I think we can do it. I have $15 from Dragon Jinx. Been watching since Summer Games 2013. Can't wait to see more of this marathon. Let's get this FNAF SB met. Well, surprise, we did it. Thank you so much for your donation. It is because of you that we did get this met, and I am just so excited for it to happen. And I have another donation referencing, of course, the amazing run we just watched, $25 from Hannah Bunny. I love this run and this couch. The Crypt crew makes horror speedruns entertaining to watch and allows for chickens like me to enjoy the game. Kudos to Enigma for nailing the pizza slice and the one truth. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. $100 from Aaron Santix. Horror games are the best ones to watch. Let's keep watching them. I agree, let's keep watching them. And as a reminder, we are benefiting Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders, or MSF, is an international medical humanitarian aid organization that works in over 70 countries around the world, providing life-saving medical humanitarian care and speaking out about what they see in those areas. Their work aids people based solely on need, irrespective of race, religion, gender, or political affiliation. MSF relies mainly on the generosity of individual donors, as over 90% of MSF income comes from private donors giving small amounts. So again, GDQ, this is people like you. It's because of you that they can do this amazing work. Thank you so much. Also, we are at now $298,250. We are absolutely going to hit that 300,000 mark very soon, so thank you for that. I have a $250 anonymous donation. Anonymous, thank you so much. You do not leave a comment. You do not have to. Thank you so, so much for that. $25 from Honeydew Taco. Bring on the spooky, scary bear. But I thought he was a friend. He seems like a friend, right, chat? He's a friend, right? He's a friend. Irony Overload donates $500. Let's get that FNAF game. Well, guess what, Irony Overload, we did, and it is because of you. Thank you so much. I have a $250 donation from Because that says, consider me spooked. I will consider you spooked. Just Jen donates $20. I don't know much about Five Nights at Freddy's security breach, but, well, I know I must see it. I agree, and you will. I have $5 from Hugh Edits, $5 train from FNAF. Come on, everyone, $1 per night only. That's a great deal, and you know it. Whereas we did already hit that incentive, we can still get a $5 train for FNAF going, just to get us closer to that 300,000 mark. Thank you so much for your donation. $25 from Koala Tums. Let's go, Horror Block. Let's go, chat. Here's a fun games. Yeah, thank you. Chat, I love horror. It is my favorite genre. If you want to donate with whatever your favorite horror game is, please feel free. I'd love to see them. $50 from Altheus. More spoops, please. We've got you. We've got you covered. Don't worry. We'll do as many spoops as we can. And this is a good reminder, even though we've already met this incentive, there are plenty more to come. I have $25 from MN Golden Eagle. Don't forget, chat, you have to add the incentive when you donate or it won't count. So anytime you donate, if you want to put it to an incentive, go ahead and make sure you've got that selected so that it is counted towards it. A-List donates $20. Hey, are we doing donation haikus again? They're pretty neat. We are, thank you so much.